First of all, we have to defend the leading position in the World Cup and in the world ranking. Then we have some bigger targets and other targets. We are fighting for the rainbow jersey. Again, we had a lot of rainbow jerseys, but in the last year, no. And in the season 2010, we are on a good way to get the rainbow jersey back. For London, we hope the luck is on our side, and we have to do there a good job.
Looking back on 2009 now, it looks a little bit crazy in one way. A lot happened for me and the family in 2009, so becoming the European champion in the end of the season was a little bit also surprising for me and Kenneth, for sure. But it was at the same time the only date for last season that we put a cross on and said that that's the day we want to have the best feeling for that season. You can't plan in details what you want to do after giving birth, so we had to take really 1 week at a time during the season. But of course, the success with winning and becoming the European champion in marathon again was something that proved for ourselves that this is what we still want to do, and we can still fight in the top.
That's for sure. It's gonna be my goal to be world champion. But in any case, when I start cycling mountain bikes, I didn't expect to reach all my goals like I made in the last years. So it shouldn't be an obsession to me be world champion, because I got more than I expect when I was young. In any case, that's one of my goals, one of the things I would like to do before I stop the high-level competitions, and probably then continue biking, but more relaxed.
The plan is, of course, to come back and not do as many races as we did before, and maybe not with the focus on more or less winning every races, but for sure we will be back in the World Cup circus again from the beginning of the season.
As we saw the last years, every time I participate in Cape Epic, then I start a great season. So probably because I had a lot of fun, though, and it was enough time to.
But
to
you
jump.
know, the first time you did it with Ralph, then last year you did it with Moritz, this time you do it with Rudy. Is that nobody wants to compete with you anymore?
Well, I feel like the guys, they get lazy, and then when they get lazy, they get a penalty to come to Cape Epic with me. The team push them. So every year I choose a different partner, and I think one thing...
still have some years to do it.
And they're still alive, so they can't cry. But the good thing is that each year they came with me, they become stronger and stronger. That makes me happy, that probably they learned something in Cape Epic.
I think the most biggest things for the season for me will be the championship, both marathon and cross country. We want to be the high level athlete still, but you have to do your planning and maybe the focus a little bit different than before.
The future for me right now is tomorrow and the day after and the day after. So the future is like this, working every day for reach your goals. As you say, one of the biggest goals is for sure the World Championships, also the Olympics in 2012. Then I'm gonna turn 34 in 2012, so I will decide what I will do in the competition scene. Probably I continue like Bar Regents till infinite, or probably I stop. I will decide. But my first goals, they are gonna be the Worlds, Olympics.
I can't promise to beat the World Cup winning record already this year, but for sure it will be a big target for the coming 2 seasons to beat that record.
Well, last season I had many changes during the last 2 seasons, especially. It helped me to just to focus more on the cycling side, to focus more on my goals, to get more stable in the year, and it was good to have the last year always, or most of the times, in the podium of the World Cup to get more self-confident.
Becoming a world champion again, getting the rainbow stripes back, it's a big target for me still, even after winning 8 of them before. It still tastes good to do such things.
As always, the Worlds, they are my big goals, even this year in the marathon again. And I like the big races. I like the world champion title. I got it only once in the marathon, and there is also a battle between Jose and me, who will be the next world champion.
My goal for 2010 is to keep my level of riding, to get top 10 rankings in the World Cup. And if I can do constantly maybe in top 10, it's also possible to do one more podium. That would be a big dream for me.
After 3 weeks training camp, you're a little bit tired. You don't know how your shape is, but I feel good. We had a really good time there, a lot of sun, a lot of fun too, and South Africa is one of the places I really like to go.
So I think I'm good prepared for the coming season.
The shape is normal, the shape is good. We will see next week in Tuscany.
At the moment I don't plan any marathon races during the season because my schedule is full of World Cups and other international cross-country races. So I have to see, but if I have a good shape after the 2 World Cups in Switzerland and Italy, maybe, yeah.
So you take it as
I would
it
like
is.
to do it because it's in Germany. I like the course. I was once there in the Europeans third in St. Wendel. So yeah, I would really like to do it, but I have to see how my shape is and if I have still the power to do a race like this.
Yeah, the marathon, especially this year in St. Wendel, I think that's a track for me. I like that. The races there who are a little bit more flat and short uphills, and like always the World Championships. This is normal for all the racers. If you get once a medal, you want to have the feeling again. But the main goal is also to be stable like last year, to be there, to be one of the top rider, and to be there in the world ranking.
Yeah, for sure. I want to keep it stable again, but yeah, I really want to get some high peaks this season. Try to get 2-3 times really above my level, and maybe get some top 10 results in a World Cup or a championship.
Yeah, I started the training at the middle of December, and yeah, the shape is, I think, not so bad.
It's always difficult because in the World Cup I have just a few guys from Holland who can compete with me, but in the races in Holland, they are a lot of guys who can do that, and it's completely different.
Yeah, the focus is on the cross-country races, on the World Cups. I hope I can ride in the top 15 many times, and also in the marathons. The German marathon champion is a big goal for me.
We did a good match, and our first duo team race, the Transalp last year, we made 2nd place, and that showed that we can work together really good. And hopefully this year we can win one of those big stage races.
I'm looking forward to ride with Hannes the stage races. I'm really happy that I can ride with him, and we are a good team together. Also last year by the Transalp and the Trans-Schwarzwald.
First of all, the Cape Epic. That's why I was on Mallorca 2 weeks ago for 2 weeks and did lots of kilometers. Now I'm already in the intervals to prepare so that I can stay with Andy.
Not especially, but I do some cross-country race for preparate for the marathons. But maybe this year we'll do the Multivan Merida Championships in Münzingen and some races in Tuscany.
The good thing is that the bikes, they are made from the request from the riders, and that's pretty good because those are bikes that they fit to each of us. I mean, the road bike can fit off one of us, or it's more overall bike for everybody. But some riders, they prefer a hardtail like me, so we have a really good hardtail for everybody. Or for the guys, they like more retro style riding, and the guys, they like more soft style like Ralph. So they have a really good full suspension. But in any case, Merida, they supply us with both bikes really in a high level. And as you say, we choose the bikes depending the race, depending the competition. And for cross country, depends the course. I like to use more hardtails. But for example, in Cape Epic, I use a full suspension because we don't know exactly the course, so it can be less risk, we can say.